Today on the channel, we're back at it. We're ready for the spooky season with Vampire Mr. Burns, Jakks Pacific Deluxe Simpsons line.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Simpsons Jakks Pacific Deluxe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Vampire Mr. Burns. But for all your Mr. Burns needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. There is a flat fee of $7.95 shipping now, or anything over $99 does ship free. Got to get a deal. No matter how you do it, and how we're going to do this review is how we're going to do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. I did pick this one up, though, at the Mall of America at the GameStop up there. They actually had these when I was leaving. I said, oh my gosh, haven't seen those yet. I'm going to grab them. I just got him and Homer for now. We'll finish the rest of the set eventually, I'd imagine. But Mr. Burns, an all-time classic Simpsons character, no doubt about it. This a little bit interesting, though. Unlike the Homer Simpson, Furious Homer, which we unboxed, we had already received the regular edition of Homer, the plain Jane regular Homer. We have not got that for Mr. Burns yet. So a dangerous move on the old Jakks team here, giving us a deeper cut Mr. Burns before we got the regular Mr. Burns. We saw how that worked out for the Super 7 line. I don't know if we're going to have those same problems with Jakks, but knowing what happened with Super 7, it does make you a little bit concerned. Okay, now we're never going to get the regular Mr. Burns, but we got a Vampire Mr. Burns. I don't know, but part of me wonders too. We've of course got Halloween season upon us. These just starting to hit retail now at the beginning of September. Probably a little bit thicker in retail as October hits. If this isn't a perfect Halloween time frame, is that why they did this one at this time? We'll never know. I'm not exactly sure, but let's dive into this one. Let's see what all the fuss is about. About a $24.99 price point on these, so about double the price of a traditional regular Simpson character in this format from this line. You got to vote with your wallet. You got to decide if that is worth it to you. But Mr. Burns looking good as a vampire. An interview with the vampire, which I've never seen that movie. That's not my kind of vampire movie. Give me Blackula all day long. That's more my vampire style. But we got Mr. Burns looking extra creepy here. And he looks always kind of creepy, as we know. Simpsons logo. UV light. So apparently this has a little bit of light effect to it here. It's not quite translucent. Not quite glow in the dark, but it's UV light activated. So I guess he's got a little bit of a hue to him here. Very interesting. Can't wait to try that out, see what the fuss is about with that one. Little glamour shot of the figure there. And then, of course, there he is from the show, the comic, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. Vampire Burns on the top. Of course, we'll never forget the Treehouse of Terror, the Treehouse of Horror. We're here for that as well. Comes with a coffin. That's his deluxe accessory. Simpsons logo at the top. Let's see what it says on the back. Yes, Mark Summers. 14 and up. Thank you for asking. 14 and up on this one here. Features sun UV light face burn. So I guess it's like he saw the sun, you know? So we do got that going on, and that's basically it. 20th century television. There it is. Old Mr. Burns, Vampire Edition. Get me old Waylon Smithers. We're big fans of Waylons here on this channel, so we'll take a Waylon Smithers. You know that. Got the lid of the coffin. Nothing else inside there. See you later. Goodbye. So we got the lid to the coffin here. We got a little instructions action. Anything really tough in here? Not really. Not really. You just put the coffin there, but it looks like he will jump up out of the coffin, so we'll have to check that out, see how well that works as well. Got a little base, a little stand type thing here. That's not bad. That might be worth saving for something for wrestling. Kind of feels like you go with a new generation ring or something. A backdrop, a stage, a wall. Do whatever you want. Choose your own adventure. Behind the back. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison. Okay, I guess this will be the plastic prison right there. Mr. Burns in his coffin. Looking good. Pull that out. See you later. Goodbye. And now we got Mr. Burns out of the package. So we're ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll, I guess. And we'll start with the lid of the coffin. You got a big B on the front. What do you think this stands for? Bart Simpson? I don't know what this B would be. Very strange it's got a B. Oh, wait, it could stand for Burns, possibly. That makes sense. But a little crest there. looking good. It is the lid of a coffin, of course. Now, let's do the whole coffin first. Might as well. A lot more deluxe than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be this top part. I didn't know we were going to have the whole base down here. You get the feet on the base of the coffin as well. A little bats in the side here, and then you got a little bit of these kind of pillars, posts on the very end looking good, and some gargoyles even along the way as well. So a very ornate coffin here for old Mr. Burns. And then he's just hanging out inside this coffin here like so. Fits in there perfectly. As you can imagine, the lid of the coffin just snaps on the top very easily. Click, anything like that? No, it doesn't really click out. So I was hoping maybe it clicked in and stayed in, but it doesn't seem to be the case there. But it does go on there. Now you do got this lever on the side, this sliding lever. So I'm going to do it with the lid on and see what happens right here. Did you see all those twist ties go flying? That was my McFarlane pile from multiple McFarlane videos. Now I got twist ties all over the place. Now I got a huge cleanup mess. Is what it is. I did it to myself after all, but I was a little bit surprised. I was like, what is that? It was like confetti going up, but nice bonus for the video right there with extra confetti power. But we saw Mr. Burns pops right up out of there. He's ready to go. Nice that he has a pillow down low, though. That's a little extra nice touch there. Pillow not removable here, but big coffin inside. And then as you can see, Mr. Burns can just be pulled up and down. Raise the dead, raise them back, raise the dead, raise them back, raise the dead, raise them back, raise them dead, raise them back, raise the dead, raise them back. We can do that all day long if we wanted to. Now, he's got to come out of here, doesn't he? He better come out of here. You tell me he doesn't come out of here. He's got to come out of here. Yikes. Okay, he came out. I didn't break it. I thought I did at first. I did not break it, but he does plug in there at the bottom. So you can remove this if you want to. However, this is pretty plain Jane, all things considered. He's basically a traffic cone. No legs on him here. A nice soft plastic robe here in red, though, that feels really, really nice. He does got kind of a strange face and hand skin tone here, so I guess you get that burn going on. That skin tone is because of the different kind of plastic on this. But looks good with the robe underneath, just a white outfit under there. He's got the kind of sprayed out hands here. He's ready to go. He's ready to creep you out, ready to do that thing. He does got some fangs way in the back there. Got a little teeth showing, a little tongue showing as well. And then you got that Mr. Burns face and head we all know too well. Have to imagine we'll see this without the teeth, without the hair in the future like this. Looks like Mr. Burns. The eyes look really good on this. Big pointy nose, big pointy jaw and face. And you got that big gray hair in the back. A little bit soft plastic on this too. It's got a little squeeze to it. Now the head, back and forth, side to side, no up and down. Arms do go all the way around for us. You get a bicep cut. Single jointed elbow. Hands back and forth, side to side. And that's really it. You get a little bit of movement at the hula hoop. But that is it for him. And he does stand just fine on his own, as I'd imagine he would. Imagine he would. Right there. There you go. Stands real good right here by himself. Looking good. It's an interesting Mr. Burns. It's not the most iconic Mr. Burns, that's for sure. But it is nice to have this in the collection here. I like what it is, and I like to see it kind of glowed up or burned up, I guess, more like this one here. But very cool. A lot more deluxe than I thought it was going to be as far as the casket goes. Now I can see some people saying, can I put my wrestling figures in this casket? They are just too tall for here. Unless you really move their bodies around, it's just not going to work for them. The scaling is just not correct. But it is a fairly big casket, so if you can find a 5-inch and below figure, you can probably squeeze them in there if you want to. We always want another casket in our arsenal, that's for sure. I do got Furious Homer right here, one of his wave mates, so you can kind of see that difference between the two. Not that these two were ever in the same scenes together as these characters, but very cool for the sake of looking at them together from the same wave, of course. Now, still need to get, I think, what is it, Radioactive Man, the third one in this set, so I'll have to pick him up along the way. I have to imagine he'll be easy to find. I don't think we'll have many challenges with this line as far as hard to get stuff. I could see a San Diego Comic-Con or an exclusive down the road maybe giving some trouble, but for the most part, these are going to be mass-produced out there to the masses for many people to collect. I don't think it'll be that challenging of a line. It'll be one of those things, well, Otto came out 2 years ago. He might be a little harder to find, but I don't think it'll be break the wallet tough to find. That's for sure. But this Mr. Burns, pretty fun. A nice little gimmick to it, something different, like the translucent plastic. Does it feel $24.95 worthy? You know, not too bad with the big deluxe casket and the extra pizzazz of the plastic on this one. I think that does work out for me. But what say you? You here for this one? You going to pick this one up? You not so sure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. Of course, 2 YouTube channels. Make sure you subscribe to both of them while you're at it. Of course, Patreon, just the best way to support the channel, as you know by now. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Mr. Burns Vampire Edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.